Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 49 of Let's Play Tyranny. In the last part, we killed the people that married to this woman, but a young woman lies on this... Oh shit! Verse peers down on the sleeping girl, whose tightly curled hair is strewn haphazardly about her caramel-brown features. She drops to her knee, checking over Crocus's captive. The girl's eyes flutter open, starts staring blankly, the pupils reducing her cloudy brown irises to thin rings. Father? Where's father? Her eyes close again, and her muscles remain entirely limp. Ais's daughter, what do you think? Verse lays down gently, then stands up, looking to you. Right, we have no reason to kill her, but I'm also an assassin and I don't like loose ends. Hand me the pillow. You sink to the ground beside the bedroll and firmly place the feathered stuffed linen over the girl's face, holding it there until her chest stops its slow rise and fall. If she ever made a sound, you didn't hear it through the pillow. Fucking shame, but probably better than the pile of shit waiting for her when she woke. Let's go, fatebinder. I'm sick of this place. She shakes her head.
Right.
To be fair, that probably was the... Legitimately, probably wasn't the nicest thing to do, but I think it was the safest. No one can know what we've done, as is an assassin's job, and to kill the only person there makes sense. Apparently the fires inside hasn't finished. Let's just leave and see if it finishes. We'll go to the Sunset Spire. Because I need to go there to try and make some see if we can make any artifacts anyway. But, yeah. Right, let's have a look. Hard at work. They've got me quite a lot of bars of iron. I'd like to forge something for me. Hierarch's robes. Aspect of nightmare. Nightwalker boots. We still need that hide wolf mantle. Is it hide wolf or hound's hide mantle? Let's make hierarch robes. If we look at, like, what's his face, he's only got that. It's sort of this has the same ability, but I think the other one's better. Now, we also need to get Penumbra to a high level, like to Mastercraft.
Yeah, I'll just hold on to this.
There we go. It's now Masterwork. Now, we could work on Barrack and make him a little bit more Masterwork, but... Do I have... I don't think I have any other items. Oh yeah, the Steadfast Insignia, which doesn't need upgrading.
My Lord Binder, you have something which requires my attention? What can I do for you?
I'm trying to figure out if I... Did I fuck the quest up when I... Like, did I give up the quest? To go, where is it? I guess we gave up on that. I don't remember it, to be honest, so at
your service, Fatebinder. What do you need?
Eh? Right, I'm confused now. Oh! We're meant to go here now. Right, because there's 2 other people to kill. See, now I'm not... Now I'm back on board what the fuck we were doing. As you could see, I was very confused for a few seconds. Right. The air in the torn strand hangs entirely unstirred by any breeze, as if the now broken edict of storms had exhausted the area's prosperity for wind. That storm instead resides inside you. A haggard group of soldiers in tarnished bronze await you. One man steps forward, pulling off his helm to reveal a grime-roughened face of deep umber cross-hatched with pale scars. If it isn't graven ashes harlot, the fatebinder. The soldier growls and tightens his grip on his weapon. The lever squeaks beneath his fingers. I am Diocelos, son of Tyrannos, and it will be both honor and pleasure to remove your motherless head from your shoulders. You want to dance? Let's dance. For 3 whispers, let's show them why we are called the Unbroken. His shoulders let out a furious clarion and stormed towards you. Needless to say, you made a very bad decision. But it was your decision to make, and therefore, and like by that, I have to, of course, let you make such a shit decision.
Prevails.
There we go. I did disengage, but you know what? Fuck it, let's hit. I'm gonna hit these ones. And let's use one of my... Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, Barrack's not down. Right, that's fine. Verse. Oh, shit. I have to... Barrack. Oh, I still need to move to Barrack to do this. Let's use... Fuck it, let's use Stalwart Surge as well. Just to really fuck with them. I'm just going to keep using my abilities at this point. I'm happy with using them.
Damn thing couldn't pierce cloth.
And let's get... let's heal everyone. Look at that. I'm such a great fucking teammate.
Stalwart prevails!
And you guys are all fucked. All kinds of fucked. Let's use that for there. There we go. There we go. And you're about to get fully fucked. Oh, fuck you, Verse. You nicked my kill. Right. Shit. None of these people were there when my sisters died. Verse surveys the carnage wearing a grimace. Check these bodies with me. Maybe there's something here that will help. You search Diocelos' remains, shifting his dead weight and ignoring the drip of gore to reach his belongings. Your hand comes away wet, clutching a roll of parchment in a tightly wrapped bundle. What have you got there? Verse peers at the wet bundle you plucked from the corpse. I'm going to read the note. You break the seal and unroll the missive. The parchment is lettered in a clean hand, a language surprisingly clear and crisp for a tearsman. Diocelos, or whoever succeeds him, I came to Starwalt with little I didn't need for the fight. Only these gloves, a trait from a skirmish long past. Should I fall at Trapper's Junction, please see to it that they return to my sister, Claire, at our family's homestead at Riverbreak in Apex. Tell her to use them well, and that I wish I could have been there to deliver them myself. Thank you for this. Erisa. Erisa wanted these gloves given to her sister, Claire of Riversbreak. Did you say gloves? She swipes the leather package and tears it open, revealing a pair of gloves of supple leather edged with a series of sharpened bronze blades. Fuck, I've missed these. Verse carefully wraps the gloves again, seemingly not noticing your glare. So Erisa had a sister for a sister then. There's a certain poetry in it, right? Glares silently. I knew you'd like it. We need to find this Claire. She must know something about who Erisa ran with during the war, right? And who knows? Maybe she'll turn out to be someone in need of a good stabbing through the face. First smiled, her eyes glinting. Keep it in your pants, Verse. That's the only thing I can think of that makes any sense for Kyros to say. I'm not sure what the "it" in this is in this circumstance, but no promises. Come on, screw this place. She gestures toward the road. As you turn, a gauntleted hand rests on your shoulder. A moment, Binder. What is it, Barrick? I've known Verse for a few years now. She's always been excitable. This is different. She seems rabid and heedless of danger, like the worst of the chorus instead of the best. He shifts with the sound of blades grinding together. I noticed that. What I'm asking is that you keep an eye on her, for her well-being rather than just yours. The massive man rolls his shoulders with a shrug. Though if Verse was my soldier, I'd want her as collected as possible. That may never be an option. I'll keep your concerns in mind. Thanks for hearing me out, Fatebinder. Barrick nods, patting your shoulder.
Yes.
Well, may as well loot the camp. I mean, they did leave free loot. Just saying. But it looks like Verse's side quest is going to get done pretty quickly. But with Barrick not being able to remove his Aegis, because actually, I remember now, we didn't do anything about Barrick's armor because I didn't want to remove him from the Aegis, because, well, that would be fucking rude. Right, up to River's Break. Encounter in the Blade Grave. A group of youths about a dozen years of age are at play just outside a ramshackle farming village. 3 of the youths wield crude knives and axes carved from solid planks of wood. They face off against a team of younger children with scraps of brightly dyed cloth tied to the wrists, ankles, and necks. They eagerly volunteer they're playing Bane and Riders. It's a local variation of a game played by children across all Tyranny, in which the armed children attempt to sneak some small treasure, in this case a shard of well-polished clay, out of an area designated the Old Walls without being caught by the opposing team, whose members portray the Bane. Knowing that such games tend to be most popular in an area where Bane have recently prowled, you ask these youths if there's been any recent sightings. They excitedly inform me that just last week a farmer heard the howling and saw the glow from the direction of the nearby Old Walls. I'm going to pursue the Bane. Leaving the main road behind, you press through the wilds toward the Old Walls. As you approach the massive stone structure, you make out the chaotically swirling blood-red luminescence of the Bane. The low howls growing in intensity as you approach. And we're going to fucking stab them. As they say, stabbity stab, stab, stab.
Can't do that.
Wait, which is the... Ah, fuck, I know there's a way to... What's the clear order button? Canceller is X. There we go. See? I know my buttons.
I am a shield wall unto myself.
That one.
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass.
I do need to rest soon though, so I can get my abilities back. Because I just feel like using them because they're awesome.
Take that.
First, please stop trying to die. Because you're doing an excellent job of trying to die and it's upsetting me. There we go. Bane, fucked.
I am your shield wall.
We need to go buy some camper spires. So I need to go back. I need to go to another one of my fucking spires.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, I remember now because it was from what's it called. So we're going to actually go to the mountain spire before first. I mean, we need to go there anyway, so we may as well go and do what I need to do here. All right. You will have what I want. That's not the one I was meant to press. It was this one. Although I have got stuff to sell you. I have designated that I don't want any of this, and I don't give a shit if it's any good. Anything I want are fucking potions. Ooh, and hide. And, you know, iron. And scroll, and, ooh, you know what, fuck it, let's just buy all that. I already know that, I already know that. Healing potion, give me. Give me. Everything else I'm pretty sure is pointless to buy here. And it is, yeah. I'm pretty sure I traded it all to him. What the fuck's that? Oh, right, oh shit, that's, I don't know if that was... Yeah, this is actually... Weeping Whispers is worse, but, like... Weeping Whispers is also not as upgraded. That's for you, Verse. That's for you, Barrick. Those are for me. Now, we need to go back to... fuck's sake. Now, we need to go back to the Sunset Spire and upgrade some shit. Because artifacts need to be all masterworks. That's not how you make them. That's not, you go there. Lantry, your alchemist gloves are not masterwork. I cannot make them masterwork. Oh shit, that's not what to do. Fuck, I need cloth for her as well. You're a trainer, Ragus. Good. You might have something for me to buy. I'll buy that because I don't know what it is and I'm interested. Beyond pointless. Put it back in there. Let's have a look. So this one. Well, shit. I need, well, I did have 2 different weapons to upgrade, like things to upgrade. And I guess Lantries is worth a little bit more at the moment, but I'm a little bit upset. But let's get ourselves on with the quest for Verse. An older woman tends to a small but verdant patch of farm. Plump grounds and vegetables of vine and root vie for soil and light with a fig tree, its branches drooping with what passes for abundance in the tears. The farmer notices your approach and takes up her shovel as well as if it were a spear, favouring her left arm with a wince. Careful, stranger. I'm no easy mark, and I have little worth your time. I have little worth your time or blood. A few strands of thick grey hair are loosed from the a band that tames the rest, frame her deeply lined face. She may be old enough to be my mother, but she holds herself like a trained warrior trained. Drop the shovel and tell us where Clea is now. Clea? Clea was my youngest. Why are you asking after her? She lowers the shovel slightly, her eyes widening slightly at the name. Was? Shit. Don't tell me we're too late. I'll have you keep a civil tongue in your head, girl, while you're on my land. She jabs her shovel in Verse's direction as if she could seal the Fury's mouth shut with it. Sorry, man. Verse blinks in surprise at her own words. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I take it your daughter's dead. She narrows her eyes, her fingers tightening protectively around the shovel. First things first, call me Issa, daughter of Asperia. And this is my homestead, granted me by Queen Vendrian Alantia, in honor of my service, she swings the shovel's head to compass the small plastered house and the build abutting field. That's an introduction you get. You got one to match? She points back a shovel at you. Who I am is of no consequence. I ain't speaking another kind of word until you give me the courtesy of a name. Essa scowls, brandishing her shovel. You're no true tearsman, that's for certain. Even a stalwart longshoreman shows a more civil tongue. Well, I can't kill her, so I guess I'll have to tell her. I'm Galeris, fatebinder of Tunon the Adjudicator. Her blue eyes widen in recognition. What business could you possibly bring the Queenslayer? What business could possibly bring the Queenslayer to River's Bank? We came seeing Claire, but that seems a doomed errand. My see Claire was consigned her to the void. Her head sinks. Lost her at Vengeance Well Citadel. I told her not to take up arms again. I told her that Kyros had won good and solid, and we owed the Overlord our fealty now. But I suppose I filled her with too much patriotic claptrap as a child girl. Maybe she met her end under your blade. The whole of the tale never made it back. She cradles herself. None of that answers why you're here. Claire is dead. That's going to be very hard to fulfill Iris's dying wish. Irissa, dear girl, dear stupid, blind, foolish, arrogant girl. A sob whacks her shrunken frame. How did it happen? I mean, I'm not a nice guy, so your daughter was a traitor. We put her down like one. It's my fault. I raised those girls on romance of war and the tales of bloodying the bastard Tyr and pushing back Azure. How was I to know your armies would come in their lifetime, that the gates of judgment wouldn't hold, or that you'd stride into the tears of a man of stone who could step clean over the curtain wall? Even girls like mine couldn't stand against Kyros. They ain't been nothing like the Northern Shadow before, able to crush mountains and call earthquakes from a scrap of vellum. There ain't no fighting that, I told them. They didn't listen, damn them. Of all the damn things I told them, the only thing they didn't hear was what was mattered. She shudders out a sigh. Yeah, fuck it. A mercenary named Crocus told her that Arista hunted people for sport, that she's displayed their heads on spikes. Crocus? I ain't never heard the name. She pauses, recognition flickering behind her wet eyes. Bald, bearded man, skin the colour of bronze and thick as a beastman. I knew him by a different name. Right lazy bastard by my reckoning. Only thing he put much effort into was lying his way into a meal and a thong of rings. What justice there if there are men like that lives with my Easter met the void? There's justice. It was a slow and terrible justice. First cracks her knuckles. Aye, there's some comfort then. You said you trained your daughters in the art of battle. Aye, their father were a good man, but more suited to a farm work than war. She looks up sharply. If you're looking for someone to blame, I'd be the person. I trained them up, taught them the falx, the javelin, and the spear and shield. And they used that knowledge against your precious archons and their armies. Hey Essa, maybe you'd like to shut the fuck up now? Verse lower lips twitch. What did you teach them about our Overlord? That there's never been a graver threat to Alteratus, that Kyros represents the worst of the powers of man or woman, that such an evil must be resisted at all costs by any means necessary. What? That directly contradicts what you said before. I changed my tune in my older, softer years, but as they growed up, I poisoned them against Kyros as thoroughly as if I'd carved it upon their hearts. You use all this food yourself, or have you sold it to other people in the well? I sold some for rings, and without a Kyros damned license too. So you admit to violating Kyros' law in front of a chronicler. Well, young lady, this is going to be going in the permanent record. Hey, geriatric voyeur, you ever considered shutting your flapping gums? First rubs her brow. I've come to a decision on this matter. What matter? There's no matter here, Binder. Please tell me you're not going through with this. This is your dance verse. Pick the tune. So look at that. You can gain fear and loyalty at once. A quiet scraping sound issues from Barak as he watches wordlessly. Really? Verse takes a step back, blinking rapidly. Considering her option, Verse sheaves her weapon and nods. We came here because Arissa, she killed one of my sisters. I always thought I needed to avenge them to make it right, because I'd failed them. But actually talking to you, it's cleared some stuff up. I guess what I'm saying is I miss my sisters and you miss your daughters, and that's just the way of things. Esson nods numbly, turns and shuffles towards her squat farmhouse. Not the way I thought Verse would play it, but that's up to Verse. Verse releases a long sigh, bends down and plucks the round red tomato from a vine. Her thumb slides across its skin and presses lightly against it, dimpling the vegetable. It's not a vegetable, it's a fruit. It doesn't matter. She tosses it from hand to hand and turns to you. No, some uncharacteristic hesitation on your part.
I didn't realize you knew me so well as to say what is and isn't like me.
She smirks, then shakes her head.
I enjoy killing, Fatebinder. Doesn't mean I think everyone deserves to die.
Irisa and Clear are dead. What does this mean for your sisters?
I'm sure Whispers would have something clever to say about frustrated ambitions.
First shakes her head and chuckles darkly.
You ever have a friend who almost never speaks? But then every once in a while she slips in the perfect word at the perfect time, and it's the only thing you remember. That was 3 Whispers. She was our wiry, flickering shadow with hair like crow's feathers. Preferred close-up work. That was her name, her 3 knives and the sound of air from a punctured lung. It's hard to remember stories about her because she never drew attention.
And yet...
Her old favorite. That I remember. She'd trick a soldier into gutting his own comrade, then open his throat while he was in shock. Beautiful move, and I saw her dance it a dozen times. Whispers knew her histories and letters, knew borders and houses and heraldry. Even knew a few sigils and kept us from bleeding out more than once.
She runs a hand over her 5 feathers.
Whispers and me, we were more than sisters sometimes. Not often, and nothing halting. But yeah, she read a body as easy as a scroll.
Sounds nice.
Was nice.
Let's go.
Let's.
She bites into a tomato and a small bead of juice rolls down her chin. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we can do for this part. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next part. See you guys then.